Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing episode 6 of Star Wars: The Bad Batch. Also, sorry that it's been a while since I've uploaded and I look like a bum. I haven't shaved in a while and my eyeballs are super tired because last week we were in Orlando for Galaxy's Edge and we actually got to go to the park and experience the whole thing, and it was really great. If you haven't been, I absolutely recommend it. But anyways, back to the episode review. The episode starts with Omega training with that Zygerian bow, and we actually get to see her kind of fail again. And I think it's really great that Dave is kind of showing Disney how to write a good female character that, you know, can still be empowering to young women and women as a whole, but also, you know, not just some aimbot character like Rey, someone who can actually fail and show other kids and, you know, not just girls but also boys, kind of like it's okay to mess up and that you learn from your mistakes, and how you act on those mistakes is, you know, what makes you a better person in the long run. And I think that Dave is doing a really good job of showing kids and also adults on that's okay. We see Sid again in this episode, the Grandma Trandoshan, and she gives them a second job to go to the planet Corellia and retrieve a tactical droid head for some sort of information for whoever Sid's buyer is, which is interesting. And knowing that, like, Sid is just kind of that middleman, kind of like Grief Karga in The Mandalorian. Once the Bad Batch gets to Corellia, we see the decommissioning of all the Separatist battle droids. They're all held by those claws and being dropped into like the heat, lava kind of things, and being melted down, which I don't remember what order number it is, but it is something that we've heard of in Star Wars but never really seen like on the screen. So it was really cool to get to see the droids melted down and see like what actually happens to them after Order 66 and the Clone Wars have ended. So we see the Bad Batch, you know, they're running and gunning, taking out all the guards or whatnot and the police droids, and Trace and Rafa from Clone Wars Season 7 are actually undercover as some of the workers, and they're after the same tactical droid head that the Bad Batch is. And so we get to see them again, and honestly, they weren't my favorite things from Clone Wars Season 7. I thought they had the weakest arc, and those episodes, definitely, 4 episodes was not definitely needed for those. But, you know, they're fine, I guess. It's nice little cameos, and honestly, it opens up the gateway that we might see Ahsoka again, and if that's the case, I'm on board. In the middle of all the chaos, we see Wrecker. He has to jump across like this big thing. He has to swing on this claw and get across this like lava pit or whatever, and when he gets to the other side, he kind of stumbles and smacks his, really smacks his head into the side of that control panel, and he falls over, and we hear him mumble the words, "Good soldiers." Like the beginning of the transformation is starting to take place. And man, when I was watching that, I was like jumping out of my seat. I mean, it was crazy. I got so excited, and I was like, oh my god, Wrecker's gonna turn bad. But it turned out to just be kind of like a momentary thing where like the beginning stages are starting to take place. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens with that next part, because dude, Wrecker is gonna be a freaking beast to take down. There's a part where Omega is about to fall into the melting pit after trying to retrieve one of the tactical droid head, and she's screaming for Hunter's help, and you can really just like, after Wrecker hears that over the comm, he really kind of kicks into that dad mode, kind of like that Mandalorian and Grogu kind of relationship, and it's really endearing, and just the hustle in his step to get to Omega is really sweet, and I always like seeing those moments because you really can feel the care and the want to keep Omega safe, because he really does love her, I feel. Like it's his own kid or something. And Trace comes to the rescue to save Omega. We see her sacrifice her prize and her actual life in order to save her, which means that we actually get some development with one of the Martez sisters. Like Ahsoka actually taught her something, and you know, as those characters are kind of boring, but it's nice to see some change involved in there and a little bit of Ahsoka's fingerprints left behind on them. I always appreciate stuff like that. This episode has one of my favorite Star Wars jokes in it. The part where it's like, is there an echo in here? I'll play the clip.
We need a diversion.
What we need is a diversion.
Is there a Neko in here?
Yes.
What?
But yeah, I thought it was really funny. I like legit busted out laughing, and it was just really well done, and the timing was perfect, and I thought it was hilarious. I lost it. When the tactical droid was rebooted and he brought all the droids to the Bad Batch's side to take out the police droids, I thought that was really cool, and I always kind of love seeing those unlikely team-ups. I always like seeing those unlikely team-ups, and it really gave me that it reminded me of that Rebels episode where Rex and Kanan and Ezra are kind of pinned against like all the battle droids and that tactical droid. Remember that one? And by the way, that's one of my favorite episodes of the whole entire show. But it really kind of reminded me of that with the droids and the clones teaming up one more time. After the head is acquired and everyone gets their copies or whatever, we get to see R7A7, which is actually Ahsoka's astromech droid with the Martez sisters. So I do think that Ahsoka's been in contact with them after the events of the Clone Wars, which means that we could really see her in this show, and she could be the contact because the Martez sisters say that whoever hired them is looking for ways to take down the Empire, and if Ahsoka's mission is to maybe try to reverse the inhibitor chip on the clones' heads to maybe help start an uprising, that could be really cool and really interesting. And the hologram we see at the end, honestly, it looks more like Finnick or someone else. I don't know, maybe Ahsoka changed her clothes, which is pretty rare in Star Wars, but I don't know. I'm really interested, and I'm really excited for the next one. As a whole, I thought this episode was pretty good. I think I enjoyed last week's better because, Moochie, what can I say? But the action was really cool, the music was great, and it opened up an opportunity for us to see Ahsoka. So if that ain't awesome, I don't know what else is. Thank you so much for watching this video. Feel free to like and subscribe and show that love. I'm trying to grow my channel a little bit more, guys. 23 subs, I mean, we can do better than that. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. May the Force be with you, always.